Hello, I am recording Minecraft because this world is fucked. If I put anything into a pipe, I get chunkbanned. This is unfortunate because I really like this world. I played I don't know, maybe 3 hours on it. It had to be more than just a couple days. So I wanted to record a short video, just a world tour, before I make a new world. I suppose it's for the best since MangoPack is updating relatively soon. So we're gonna start from the very highest. And since it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna cheat myself in the best armor. Golden apples. I don't remember if the Swift Wolf's Rending Gale allows flight in this version. Jetpack. Rubber boots. So, starting from the very top of the world. Oh yeah, jetpacks don't work this far up. Boom. Chainsaw's fine. This is the very top of the world. This, as you can see from the dimming of the edges of my screen, I cannot get any higher. This is the solar array I built up in order to get high energy production for all the machines we're going to see down at the bottom. This was built after flattening this entire mountain top and then plonking this down here. The original plan was to have some form of, Better Than Wolves set up over there or there, but that would have been moved down there instead, as you can see where I got that flattened out. Of course that's not going to pass, unfortunately. I had originally a great idea for that, but there's gonna be a huge barn or something. Anyways, that was gonna be a huge barn. It was gonna have Better Than Wolves stuff in it. I was thinking maybe just a wind turbine or something, but I don't know. But along with the solar array, I also had 8 wind turbines. Since they're at the top of the world, they get max power. It's not very windy right now. Hence why they're not as strong. I don't know, map makes it sound different. But they are spaced in such a position to where they do not interact with each other, and they will all have maximum wind production if it's raining or something. And I'm using glass fiber cables to connect them all up in order to prevent the burning up of tin cables, which I was having issues with beta stages. We head down now. Those all to the top of this building. It looks a little bit like a rocket ship if you will. It's unavoidable. I like this building. The stone and the spruce wood go well together, especially with the glass. The glass roof here, skylights. It is such a lovely building. I'm probably going to replicate it in my next one. Lots of natural light, and snow doesn't accumulate on these despite being in the snow biome. Because snow does not accumulate on glass. But inside here, if I take off my rubber boots and jump, yeah, there we go. The solar panels are all hooked together using uninsulated tin wire, which then, because each panel produces 1 volt or something, meaning that they're all able to conglomerate into 1 wire without overloading the wire. Now, which this is all going into an MFE because I need multiple in, 1 out. And that is a first stage buffer. That goes down to a second MFE down here, which acts as a second stage buffer. This is where I would come up and charge my equipment. I meant to install one down in the base below, but I never got a chance to do that. Next to it is an electrolyzer, because then that goes down into a that just goes down through the mountain. And we will get to where that goes here shortly. If we follow the staircase down, come down here, we get to the second level, not the first level, the second level of my massive fucking hemp farm. Absolutely ginormous hemp farm. I never actually counted how much hemp there is, but it sacrifices some space efficiency for just appearances to be able to access all the hemp beds, but these are panels from covers, my bed, from Red Power, I believe it is. If not, it's better than most. It might be Red Power 2000. Which the panels are really easy to place. There's a little GUI for you to place them. I made the planter boxes out of wood. I didn't want to go and mine all that stone. Oh, actually, I think it was because I didn't have any brick or clay or something. There's a light bulb. That's for a lower level, and it corresponds to these lights here. The lights are I got them somewhat patterned. Those are Red Power lights, the normal ones, and then the ones that look like glowing glass blocks, those are better than Wolf's lights. Those are the ones that come on. Thankfully, they get powered by this redstone wire here. So all of the lights are powered using redstone, because it has a max cable length of 256. The one switch in this room over here is able to power on and off all those lights. Oh yeah, I forgot that happens. And for those who are going to ask, yes, these were not gotten legitimately. These are all ill-gotten gains. Not just because of greed, but because I cheated it all in. I didn't get some seeds back. Yeah, and that's why I cheated it in. Because hemp is impossible to grow. It doesn't get bone meal. You have to wait for it to grow. But here, the same pattern is replicated in the floor below, but we'll still try. Get a nice little glass. We have lots of glass windows, lots of areas. We'll get down there shortly. I never finished that, or that, or that. I actually had ideas for that. I think it was gonna be like an animal farm or something, a mower farm. But anyways, water, lights, and then I made sure to connect up the redstone wire at the ends, except for that one down there, to ensure that they all got power. But I tried to keep the wires somewhat uniform, so it looked nice instead of wire runs everywhere. Like I said, I'm quite proud of this part, because it took a while to dig this all out. It took a little while to come up with the aesthetics for it. And the views are amazing. But I love the views. Now, there's two ways to get down. You can either get down with this access ladder I never actually got rid of, or we'll take the long way down so you can see how it works. Because of how it works, the fact that I have two levels of this hemp farm, like the positioning of the staircase, I opted to have it so I had to go into the spiral staircase to get up to the next floor. I'm confident I could have just probably right here put in a quick staircase going up, but I like this. But no, come down. This is the stone slabbing from the level above. Come down, you get a nice stone slab trim, lovely window view of the tree farm down there, and then we get redstone alloy wire. But no, same thing down here. Red alloy wire. It looks amazing. Dark, by the way. Another hemp farm. Just another level of the hemp farm. It's all cheated in. The hemp is cheated in. I let it grow naturally, but I cheated in the seeds. I never actually got around to using it, unfortunately. And then we go down to the next level. This is the empty. This corresponds to that thing. The thing you saw up there, the hole. This is supposed to be better than Wolf's elevator shaft. This is the second stop, and then it would have gone all the way up to the energy generator. And then whatever else I put in. Never got around to installing it, because I never got around to doing better than Wolf's. Hold up. Man wants to play. Man played. Now there's two ways to actually get down. We can continue following the spiral staircase down. This, when we get here. This staircase leading down to the tree farm, that's gonna be our last stop. But inside here, you get the main foyer. I wanted to be like a stand here, and then maybe a hidden chest there, but it's nice. You can knock off your shoes, knock the dirt off your shoes, in a big gear or something. I remember when I first made this, I was so confused about what to do. Nice little overlooking balcony of just the world. This side doesn't have as good of a view, but you can see the massive shore farm and the amount of work I put into it. But here we get a nice glass dome. I had to look it up on plots. That's the website. That's a dome website for Minecraft. I had to look it up on plots, and I had to modify it. Mate wants to play. I'm more than willing to play. Yeah. Next time you won't play games you don't win. But no, I had to find the dome. I based it off of the dome on plots, but I had to modify it to fit onto the lower level. Because this dome didn't exist before that lower level. And the lower level was not built using plots, that was built by freehand. So I had to modify the dome. You can't really tell I did. It looks nice and I like the looks of it. But if we had like an expert builder come in and look at it, they'd be like, yeah, no, this dome don't look good. This level is the machine room. Each one of these machines is set up to this, as you can probably tell. I spent time to actually come up with the design myself. I didn't look it up. But each of these is one machine unit that you'd find in like Factorio, for example. How people build their factories in Factorio. They build it in like an easily replicatable blueprint, which then they can just plop down. Each one is into a rotary master, which then is being extracted by 4 redstone engines each on each machine unit. Because the rotary master it can macerate like 5 pieces. It can macerate a piece of ore like every half second, and each piece of ore drops 2. So you need to extract as fast as possible. In which, from that rotary macerator, it goes either side and splits into 2. In which each of these leads into an electric furnace. Now, I would have had an advanced furnace, whatever it's called, an induction furnace. Yes, induction furnace. I would have had an induction furnace for this, and greatly simplified the machine structure. But there's an issue with induction furnace on MangoPack, and that is the Buildcraft pipes will pull out the input of the induction furnace. It kind of sucks, so I had to just quadruple the number of furnaces. Electric furnaces are faster than iron and normal furnaces anyways, but they do in fact get bogged down, especially if you put it in like a stack. Which this is tin ore, so of course you can find a stack. But then from the furnaces, they get pumped out again at the speed of 1, because it's not necessary since it's 4 furnaces. And then that goes into an iron pipe and sends it off in that direction. Now then, from that, as you can see this top line, it actually goes into a chest. That chest there I'm looking at right now goes into that. It comes from that chest, that's the dump chest. Up here, all the ores and stone and stuff, it comes up here through this pipe. And then iron pipe for like filtration thing. And then this one is tin. And it continues down the line with this gold pipe being powered by the lever, which also powers the lights. And it comes after the diamond pipe to keep the speed up. And then, of course, each one has its own break-off. We got a copper. I would show you in work, but the pipes don't work anymore. That's why I had to lose the world. There's a weird issue with it. Maybe someone in the MangoPack Discord will solve it, and I don't have to lose the world, but we'll see. But anyways, this is iron, and then cobblestone gold. You have to specify with this one, unfortunately. Because previously, because of how the system worked, I would have everything come through. But with this one, since I also use this system to break down cobblestone into sand, I had to indicate to have both cobblestone and gold head down the pipe. I don't know why I actually have gold going down the pipe. I have it going down the pipe. But cobblestone heads down the pipe in this direction. Which cobblestone and gold will go down. And the system works because anything that isn't used up, it'll just continue on. This is the only problem part, because when something gets input, it won't go back. And it's just a diamond sorting pipe. It will not go back in the way it came. However, it can go either up or to the right here. But that's fine, since this diamond pipe is because this iron pipe you see makes it sure it can go in the one way. It slows it down a bit because it has to go up, hit the gold pipe, hit the iron pipe, and then bounce back, and then head either that way or that way. If it goes that way, then it does it all again. But you can sometimes get an item in a loop like this for a while. It causes lag, but it's not an issue. And then I had enough space for one more machine. But each of these machines is actually fed with its own bat box because I was having issues with power delivery before. Now, as you can see up there, we've got a little bit of a system going on. Coming from up top, that feeds into this MFE up here. So this is a third stage power buffer. So in total, I have something like 1.8 million EU worth of, was it 1.8? Yeah, 1.8 million EU worth of buffer. But this feeds down into this NVLV transformer, which then this one, because it has one in, multiple out, unlike the previous one, and I need the power to go in multiple directions. That's why it's on MFE. So this comes from a multiple in, one out into a one in, multiple out, which then this power lead goes off in that direction. And we're going to see the machine room that connects to here in a moment. But this goes off down the side of the mountain. And then going down, we have this MVLV. This MVLV. That's actually an HVLV. The HVNV there. I put it in line just to be safe. But this is an MVLV transformer. And it's not like it's a problem transitioning from high voltage to low voltage, high voltage to medium voltage. It's not like it's an issue going from high voltage to medium voltage, but only using a medium voltage line. MFEs, as you know, they're medium voltage. So I'm feeding a medium voltage source into a high voltage medium voltage transformer, so nothing happens. And then medium voltage to low voltage is the wooden one. And this one distributes the power between the two sides of the machine room. One side there, the other side down there. Now I've got this split into a two-sided system because this side was also supposed to have a more specialized machine row. I'll explain the specialized machine row once I finish here. But this goes down into the sides of the wall. I don't know if I have. Okay, I do in fact have this wired up. But as you can see, this is mirrored on the other side there. But this glass fiber cable runs along the sides of the wall until it reaches to one of the bat boxes I have. Which each machine cluster over here has this same bat box set up here. The glass fiber runs into a bat box, which this has its own bank of 40,000 EU tick. 40,000 EU. So none of these machines would have any issues not having power for a little bit. The power system runs in through here, through the glass fiber, into a dedicated bat box for each machine cluster, which in the bat box feeds power to the machine cluster. This is due to how Industrial Craft 2, at least this early version of it, handles power. It handles power by taking electricity and splitting, and every split in a wire. So for example, here, each split in the wire, it divides the power delivery by 2. As in each half of the split gets half the EU coming in. That's not how electricity works in real life, but we'll pretend it does. Because of that, and because of the number of splits I'd be pulling off for each of the machines, I was having power delivery issues. Hence the bat boxes. As you can see here, I'll just show you. Same setup here. So each of these machines has its own bat box, which also means they each have their own energy buffer. Not like said energy buffer would last very long, but it is an energy buffer nonetheless. But this just runs in a cable with the middle of the machines. It runs through a cable in the middle of the machines. I'm actually going to take a better look at these. You have the redstone wire powering the engines like that, lever to the redstone wire, wooden pipe, copper cable, powering it. Just simple setup, effective. And then you have to have multiple levers I have multiple levers for uniformity. Actually, no, I don't. This lever here powers that. Now, the better than wolves lights, you actually can't place any levers on, or redstone even. So you have to use a red power light for this, if you want lights. But from here, and through these iron pipes with gold pipe accelerators, these go down to the end, and this is the end of my storage room, which is beneath us right now. But the power feeds through in the walls, and I basically have plugs. Now we get to the end of this, which is the end of the machine. Actually, a balcony. You can see the hemp farm over there as well. It's a massive hemp farm. I actually am quite proud of it. The balcony took a little bit to get correct. It's still, I can see it now, it still looks wrong. But I like it. In the past, before the machine room piping was set up, the doors were actually on either side. But I had to transition to the front doors here. Also, that pig is Benjamin, in case anyone's curious. I like the lighting here. It's a little hack-dash how the light is set up, just again due to the better than wolves lights not being the best. But it's fine, no one's ever put me down here. If I ever did go down, I had to change it up. In here, we have... Yes, I did go through the process of changing it all over this time. We have these conglomerating iron pipe. Oh, there goes the acceleration. Which then goes into a stone pipe, which then goes off. Which then, iron pipe to make sure nothing comes back. Because below us, in the middle, we'll look at it in a bit, is the other pipe coming from the item dump chest. But this goes into a bi-directional area, which then they can go whichever way they want, and then they get floated pipes. Next, random ass lever. That needs to be turned. This needs to be on. I don't know why it's off. We have the little light there, and then we get to the main crafting base. I wish I could dump my shit. Apparently, these portal gun pedestals, only the normal portal gun can fit on it. Because I do have a portal gun, it doesn't work. Let's reset. Oh, it's G. Anyways, in here we get a wide selection of chests. We have just the random tools chest, a random chest there, crafting bench, and then this large chest here, this is actually the dump chest. Ores and materials go up, and then we'll look at the piping below later. But these go off, but the rest of the stuff go off into this auto sort over there. Oh, I remember where this chest is for now. You can see the pipe there. This chest is where you dump stuff if you wanted to enter the advanced crafting system. This is mostly only for coal, dump coal in, and automatically craft down. But the lights are powered with redstone wire. And then this is the batteries chest, full of batteries, full of fully charged batteries, except for the Lopatron crystal. Yeah, I actually needed a higher value battery box for that. The MFSU. But out here is the balcony. Basically, I don't remember what I called it. But you walk on out, we'll explore the machine shop in a bit. But what there would have been was a tower, essentially. Elevator tower that went this high, and then that would take you, there'd be a windmill up the top, and it would power its own elevator that allowed you to go down and into the Better Than Wolves area. Nice little integration building. However, that's never got built. Can't do it not with the whole pipe system being broken. But in here, there should have been a chest. I think I accidentally deleted it, which would pump stuff out and into a rotary macerator. This was the initial machine set up when I started this build. Into the rotary macerator with its own buffer system. Which then the pipe isn't there anymore because I'm just using a rotary macerator to break stuff down now. But that would pump out and into a couple of furnaces. Induction furnaces, as you can see, they're no longer hooked into the pipe network. But because of the aforementioned bug with induction furnaces, buildcraft pipes pulling from the input of the induction furnace instead of the output. But there's a direct feed into the induction furnaces here. I don't know where the buildcraft stuff for that went. It feeds in here, which then induction furnace is melted down. But we have a centrifuge, extractor, canning machine. Oh, that explains where my jetpack went. What am I canning? Coal field. Yeah, singularity compressor. Which then these are powered with that power lead we saw on the side. This is coming from that the MFU, in the one that we saw at the very top of that transformer cluster. Very top of the transformer cluster comes off here, out of the medium voltage line, into another medium voltage transformer. From the medium voltage, it goes into a low voltage, which in that splits into 2 bat boxes. Each of them dedicated to their own machine. This one goes over here, which transforms from glass fiber to copper. I don't know why I did that. I'm assuming I was either running out of diamonds or I just decided to be mean to myself. And then this one goes into here, just glass fiber. But this would go into a dynamo, which then dynamo would power a millstone, 2 millstones, which is where I would process my hand. Since the dynamo is the IC2, Industrial Craft 2 to better than Wolf's power conversion. Now, for the organization system here, we're going to close that door. It's the same like looping pipe system that we saw up in the top, but this one is positioned at the end of a massive line of chests, which each of these pipes is just a really basic diamond pipe organizer. In fact, so basic that some of the chests are overflowing just due to how poorly it's set up, but it works for what I needed it for. If I had like a massive quarry or something, then I'd have an issue. As you can see here, we got a little bit of support, powered lines of lights. The neat little way to get around it. But behind this wall, we can actually see the area we were just in previous. Diamond pipes are all linked up. Now, one of these chests was actually causing a previous world crash, which I managed to recover from, but this current world crash is due to render issues, due to mod IDs and swapped. So I'm not going to play with the diamond pipes back there. At least not for this chest here. This chest here is the one that was crashing me. But we'll now play with the diamond pipes. I would investigate the Aether and the Nether and the Twilight Forest. Twilight Forest is done with the same portal for you guys, but there's nothing to look at over there. I never got around to building in the Aether or Nether or Twilight Forest. Oh, you know what? There is. Prepare to go to the Twilight Forest. I'm gonna save it for a moment just in case something happens. But this is the uncomplete bedroom. It's right enough to where you sleep without being mobs. Oh. While it's night. Hemp farm. And you can also see machine shop and stuff. We're not done with the tour just yet, but I wanted to take a look at this. Odds are I'm going to finish by the time it becomes day. But look at that. It looks so majestic and beautiful. I'm so proud of it. This world, I built it out of nothing. The spawn is over in that direction somewhere. I don't know where. But this is what I built this on. I found a mountain and just built. I love the lights. Look at that. I've never actually seen it from this side. Man, that looks amazing. It looks like a hotel. A hotel for lots of Hunja. Looks better if you watch. Oh, there's the sunrise. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, these are all full of bat packs, by the way. These are all chests of batteries, essentially. You can see the stacked bug stacks here. These were all exploited in. They were not spawned in. They were exploited in. What used to happen is if you were wearing a bat pack and it ran out of charge and then it broke on your back, it would respawn on your back, but as a bugged backpack, which then you could use that to duplicate it to a bunch of chests, which is what I did. Unfortunately, there's no uncrafted table, so I can't get like stacks upon stacks of batteries from these, but, you know. Want to buy some batteries? As you probably saw earlier... Oh, that is not good lights. These lights are all powered with this redstone torch here at the end. This was just done out of convenience. I could have done something else, but, you know, no one's ever going to look. I love red power. If the people who built those supercomputers in Minecraft actually used redstone alloy, and with the red power mod, or whatever this version of it is, they would be way more compact, because red power includes all the gates that they had to build manually, along with redstone alloy wire, which runs for 256 blocks without needed. It's an incredibly powerful mod. The person who originally made it, they're God's gift. But if we head down now, I saw it before, but it's just a tree farm. A massive tree farm. There's also a massive mine shaft below us. Well, this isn't massive, but it's a decent sized tree farm. There's also a large number of caves winding below us, with nothing of particular. Not that I remember. Nice tree farm. This is where I got all that wood that you probably saw earlier. I just plant this up, go do something. When they grew up, I come chop them. And then this is the underground. This is the under section. We're just organizing stuff out. You can just dump stuff into that chest there, which the manufacturing chest. That's like the overflow chest, you know. Which then all that would come out, and only cobblestone would go off in that direction. Everything else would come here. Which the cobblestone would go off in this direction, further processed up here. And then everything to be organized would go off in that direction. So as you can see, only cores that could smelted and macerated is off in that direction. Any uranium would have had its own specialized crafting system up there for turning it into enriched uranium, but never got into it. And then these are powered by multiple redstone torches. I didn't have a real fancy way to set this up. I just kind of had to make do. So the redstone torches is power engine. That's so it can dump. It can dump faster. I like the more utilitarian look of build draft pipes, honestly. Overall, I'm proud of this build. I spent like a good amount of time on it, and I really enjoyed it. And unfortunately, I just can't play it anymore because of that bug. I suppose we shall end the tour off with seeing the Twilight Forest burn. So, interesting story here with the Twilight Forest. I was mining using my mining laser in one of those like underground dome things. You know, the ones that are full of ore and glowstone and really valuable stuff, like huge veins of it. Well, I was using my mining laser. It's actually where I found the majority of the gold, for example. I was using my mining laser to find one of those. Turns out my mining laser had enough range to go up through the... Hot as hell. The mining laser had enough range to go up through the bottom of one of those. And mining lasers, they do heat damage to wooden blocks. Yeah. The entire Twilight Forest. I was mining it out and I missed, I guess. Let's light it a little bit more up, just for sake. But no, because of how close all the trees in the Twilight Forest are together, it immediately started burning. And it burned everything. I'm making a recreation now, but everything burned. All those dead trees you see, one mining laser shot, and I'm not exaggerating it. But you can see, I don't think I actually shot at that tree over there. But you can see that tree is still burning. I guess I just got unlucky because it seems like a rare chance for the mining laser to actually burn stuff. But no, this is the old Twilight Forest used to look like. Like when it first came out. Cool, none of the dungeons and unique blocks are in, unfortunately. But it's still a lovely place to explore and get lots of wood from. Maybe it does have dungeons, but I never got a chance to explore. But no, mining in one of the hills set the entire forest on fire. Oh wow, I did not know you could shoot this off of this thing. Here, MangoPack actually has a really cool thing in here. No, it's mango tweaks. There it is. Hold fire spread. Turn that on. Because I turned this on shortly after I lit the Twilight Forest on fire just to see what would happen. Yeah. This is part of the reason why the fire got so bad. Thanks. Thank you, Notch, for patching this out. I don't know why you'd ever want this back. But, yeah, the Twilight Forest is not going to live. I'm getting so bad. So yeah, let's add a little bit of that fire. Oh, there's no, since there's no fireflies yet, the trees just have torches on them. God, that is getting out of control. Oh, that tree's gone. Who thought giving players this choice was a good idea? It did not. This is essentially what I saw when I first initially set the world on fire. I can't even say I didn't start the fire, because I know for certain I started that fire when I missed the mining license.